Today we're building the Deathbot factory. Let's not pretend I've just spent half an hour trying to work out how the conveyor belt mod works. And that definitely didn't happen. I didn't just waste time doing that. So, okay, let's talk about it a little bit. I was trying to get it so that we could use the conveyor belt mod, which basically makes it a little more Factorio and a little less Rimworld, to immediately pull from stockpiles silver and steel into this area so that we could just quickly fill up the machines and then make another stockpile with the death robots in and churn it back over to the main storage area. It doesn't seem like there's a way with the pushers and the pullers to take a specific amount of resources. Unless we have to build multiple ones, I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't seem like you can say, hey, I want to pull 500 steel and you know, 120 silver every day over to this area, or at least until there's a certain amount in this area. It doesn't seem possible. So instead, I'm going to use the classic Rimworld storage method of shelves. And I have to really fuck around with everything kicking around as well and build a load of extra power conduits. It was genuinely just not what I really expected it to do, to be honest with you. So we won't worry about it too much. I'll mess around with that in between episodes and see if I can't make this a bit more efficient. If you guys know how to use that, feel free to let me know. Right, so here's the plan. Deathbot army. What other research have I done in between episodes? Oh my god, I've got to explain all the things I did between the episodes now. So basically, along with that, we also researched and have almost finished the next level of brain processing. This allows us to take all the brains that we got from that last massive raid on our colony and put them into jars and use it to boost our research speed, which is obviously massively useful, right? Now, we've got a lot of organs. So what I've done is expanded out the hospital here, or expanded out the storage area next to the hospital massively, so we can fill it full of organs. Why can we not put the brains in storage? Excuse me? Hang on. Sorry, let me just try and click my storage area. Right, why are you not allowed that then? So items, body parts. For some reason, brains weren't allowed in there. That's fine. There we go. Right, brains back. Okay, so I've expanded this out, put a couple of trade beacons in it so we can be a bona fide organ seller now if we really wanted to be. Not only that, but I built another bedroom. That's basically all that's happened in the past half an hour of me pissing around with these conveyor belts. So, let's get on with the Deathbot factory, the thing I actually wanted to do today. So we are going to use trusty, classic Rimworld shelves. That's right. The hauling bots are, you know, just basically conveyor belts, but shinier and nicer. So let's go furniture. Let's go shelves. You know what? No more wood. We're a wood-free colony here. We're trying to save the rainforests. So let's go a shelf of silver and a shelf of steel. Right. Now, what we'll do then is we'll churn out, whilst Grenty, Grimble, and Euphrates are building their armor and their weapons, or at least starting to build the armor and the weapon, but not really ever finishing it at all. Oh, they're building more components. That's understandable. Right. We'll get this done. So we'll set one shelf specifically for raw resources. We want steel on this one. Oh, silver on this one, fine. Whichever I find first, basically. And then steel on this one. So that's automatically going to have, you know, the robot or the hauling bot, whoever is set to haul, bring these over from this stockpile, which I assume I also set to critical. So we'll put these on important so that shelves are always preferred. There we go. So hauling bot's moving that over now. I don't really want too much on there, though. It's a shame there's not a way to limit quantity. Like, it'd be really nice if in Rimworld, I don't know, 1.2, they added a quantity bar as well as quality and hit points. That would be so good. Just so you can say, hey, I only want this shell to have 500 silver and 500 steel. I don't want almost all of our steel going here, but hey, you know, whatever makes this quicker. So now I'll pick all of our AI assemblers, and we will click Start Production. Now, one of the other things I've done in between episodes outside of actual building the base is I've installed the megafauna patch for genetic engineering so that we can grow and build ourselves the massive megafauna creatures. So these are the huge, big monsters that we've seen, the sort of, what have we seen, like the big rock creatures, the blizzarisks, things like that. We tame them, we clone them, we might even be able to crossbreed them with dinosaurs. I'm not sure how much mod compatibility, because they're obviously added by separate mods, megafauna and, whatever it's called, dinosaurs in Rimworld, or Dinosauria, that's exactly what it's called, completely separate mods. So that's been added to the research list. Now we have a lot of other stuff to do first, so we're not going to see that for a while, and that I'd like to save for a future episode anyway, because this one is all about the Deathbots. So like I said, Deathbots are a temporary member of our sort of army. Those are going to be the boys we send out, harvest some organs, harvest some brains, mainly get genetic material, because with those humanoid genetic material, we can obviously churn out random genetic material. How much have we got right now? So we've got 23 Eldritch. Where are the human ones going? Am I blind? Oh, there we are. So we've got 21 humanoid genetic material, which we've got from that raid that turned up, which is obviously, you know, great, because with those, we can randomly combine 5 random ones. Or is it combine 5 random ones into, yeah, so, where is it? Excuse me? Oh, it's in the recycler. Right, so I probably haven't added the bill yet. Right. No, wait. It's the gene recombinator. Of course it is. So we go recombine genes, do forever, and we'll use humanoid genes for that, because the only thing you use humanoid genes for are the animal implants, which are a little bit lackluster. You know, add bear claws. That's not really necessary. I'd rather try and get thrombogenetic material instead. You know, roll the dice, really do a bit of gambling here, to try and get that, rather than save resources to be able to put a fucking, you know, ovipositor into Donitz so he can lay an egg every 5 hours. It seems a bit useless. So we'll do that when we're clear, or and only allow humanoid genetic. Oh, well, shit, we've got 52 of this stuff. Oh, well, that works way better. So recombine genes, do forever. So Donitz will probably do that in his spare time. Right now he's butchering another dude. I guess the dude right up there died. Here we go. Boom. So what he's doing, getting the organs, and then when he's done with that, I think he will actually... Okay, he's burning the apparel. And then when he's awake, he should grab that body and go and break it down again, as he's been doing all day. It's working out pretty well. So Tay is doing basically what we were hoping for there. Why are you not bringing the silver over? Are we out of silver? Excuse me? No, we've got 9,000. Where the fuck is it? Am I blind? Where's the silver, though? I have absolutely no idea where the silver is. Have we put it in another... Yeah, but where's my silver, though? Hello? Wait, whoa, okay, hang on. Raw resources. We definitely got some, right? Raw resources. Silver, we've got 9,000 silver somewhere. Oh, right, there it is. Okay, so they're just not hauling it over there yet. Okay, understandable. Have a great day. We need to set priority to critical. That's why. I knew I'd forgotten something. So there we go. Hopefully that will save them a lot of time when it comes to obviously filling up these AI machines. So this one is... We've basically got one very partially filled. It's going to take a while. I want to churn out 12, like I said, because we've got 12 weapons queued up for, you know, at the crafting benches there. So it's like 8 charged lances, 4 charged rifles. Seriously? Why? Oh my god, it's any manufacturer. I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot to disable all of that. Okay. Genetic materials? No. Have we got anything else that will degrade in here? Let's just make sure. Extracted brain data. I'd rather keep that in the hospital storage. Genome sequencer. That can stay here. That's only the sequencer. It's not actually, you know, anything else. Implants need to go in the freezer. Sorry, mead must. Oh, right. It's unfermented mead. Got it. Nutramine, nutrient solution, organic pulp, all needs to go in the freezer. Same with the protein mash. God fucking damn it. I can't believe you do this to me, game. Right. Chicken genetic material. Not hugely important, but we will get them all hauled over if you don't mind. So haul urgently. Make sure these things aren't going to waste because they're way too valuable to our colony. To the things that we need doing to have them just break down like that. AI persona core. Now, what are we going to do with that? There are some very late game research. We can build an AI manager, which basically, sort of Resident Evil style movies, not games, lets you put an AI in charge of the whole colony. Seems like it could be a little bit dangerous, but honestly, it sounds also kind of fun, you know? Advanced managing software. I feel like it's that. So, with the advanced, that allows us to build... Sorry? Advanced within AI, colony-aware computers allow the building of colony-aware supercomputers. Pre-installed with Fluffy OS. Some colonists have reported doors opening and closing, air conditioning systems going haywire, electric smelters suddenly turning on. Nevertheless, the manufacturer guarantees that Fluffy OS is not programmed to kill colonists. That sounds wonderful. Put it on the list. So I might even save the AI persona core to build a big AI manager for the colony. Now, the way the managing system works is you can micromanage certain jobs, right? So you can always say, hey, I want a certain amount of wood always in the colony, right? We always want 500 wood. As soon as possible, or trees can be cut down. If you want to save like ironwood or whatever, if you're playing tribal, then you know you can do that. We want to say, okay, I want you know, these tamed or butchered. I want a certain amount of meat always being butchered and gathered. Foraging as well. It just micromanages all the shitty little jobs because there is obviously no way in Rimworld to say, hey, I always want 500 wood in the stockpile. You have to manually go out and designate plants to be cut down. So the manager mod basically allows you to do all of that automatically. But the issue is you need somebody working at a manager's desk, which is why we've got a managing job here right at the end of the jobs list. However, with the AI thing, I believe it's automated, so that would help us out a lot, because how many times in the series have I had to stop to go and send everyone else to chop down wood, and then bring them back again? It makes the plant cutting thing a bit more valuable, so we could actually lower this down to give them proper jobs, and then have it automated so they always go out and cut as we need it, rather than just setting it to maximum priority and going out and manually doing it. So that seems like a pretty good use of the AI persona core, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. How are we doing with the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, the Deathbots are in full production now. Look at this. Let's lower the speed a little bit so we can actually see. So Tay is constantly restocking the shelves. This one is currently churning out a robot. This one is as well. Are they all? Hey, they're all churning out a robot. Nice. Okay. Six Deathbots ready and waiting to go. How are the weapons coming along? Because that's sort of the main thing right now. honestly, we could do with another construction bench, because we've got 3 crafters. We've got Euphrates, Sidini, and Granite Grimble. So I think another fabrication bench, sorry, is a pretty decent idea. Now, I don't know why I built a second crematorium. We've already got one. I mean, it is affected by work speed, so I guess it's not too terrible. I would desperately like to build another one of these, though. We could put it there. It is connected to all the workbenches as well. So you know what? Get out of here, Stonecutters tables. We don't need you anymore. Right, get out. Right, so build another one of these, and then we'll have that so that we've got all 3 of our available crafters at work constantly. So Donitz, get to work on this. Right, okay. Streamline the production a little bit, because right now, one of them is starting a job and then, you know, going to bed, waking up later than the other guy who would immediately start the job means they've got nothing to do because the workbench is already busy. So this is something I definitely should have done a very, very long time ago. All right. And they want to go to this one and copy basically all the builds over. So copy... Oh, my God. This is going to take fucking hours. Okay. I'll take this one as well. And again, this is going to save us a lot of time and sort of streamline the process a lot. It also means they will get less of this shit happening where they've got a load of half-finished jobs just kicking around. It's generally just a massive waste of resources doing it like that, right? You've got 25 components. Regular components as well. I've just got that one set to anybody, I think. Brain scanner is fine. We don't need to worry about that one. I'll even delete that job. Marine helmet. Going to be kind of irrelevant, but we might as well copy it over and just say they've got half jobs finished. Otherwise, they obviously can't, you know, do it if both the workbenches are busy. And that should be that. Charge rifle and then charge lance. And we are good to go. Nice. Okay. So, with that said and done, we should probably also build them a little bit of a chair as well. I am, you know, playing the lunatic strategy in Rimworld right now, all things considered, but there we go. Nice, so that's all 3 of our workers going at once. Multi-brain processing is finished, so I actually kind of want to build these as well. Look at this, the Deathbots are ready. Holy shit. This is churning the last 20, 10 steel, boom. And we're just waiting on this one now to finish off as well. 6 Deathbots. So again, reactivate the machines. The resources are there, ready to go. So Tay or whoever is set to hauling is going to come and fill these things up. Build complete, make marine helmet. Nice. So the armor is actually ready for them then. It doesn't help that everyone's been picking it up and wearing it. Do I want to let them keep it on? Because it does slow them down. But if they've all got bionic legs anyway, I mean, does anybody not have... Oh, so you need to be... Should we carry on upgrading the colonists as well? Dobson? Are you happy to be eating raw food? Needs? He's absolutely fine. He's not sad about his bedroom anymore. Sky high expectations because we've got too much wealth in colony. Kind of understandable, really. Everybody's got a helmet, though, which is great. So we don't need to worry about any more being stolen. But the issue is we've only got, what is that, like 2 in storage? Fuck's sake, okay. Right, so we're going to have to turn out another 10 marine helmets. That's fine. It's a minor setback again, as long as everybody's set up. And I don't really mind them wearing the armor. Normally I wouldn't do it because it reduces their move speed. But if we're just going to give them all bionic legs anyway, it's a very minor setback for a really big bonus. You know, they're all going to be very well armored, taking much less damage, because that's the one thing, you know, bionics don't make them live any better. We're sinking a lot into a colonist, and they could just die instantly, you know, a stray bullet in the head kills them. So, as we found out with Igor in the last series, right? So, constantly having marine armor on everyone, probably not a bad idea. We might need to do the same thing with marine armor as well. Why are you vomiting everywhere? Oh, gutworms, got it. Yeah, okay, unfortunately it's going to take a while. Now, one thing I meant to do, but actually never got round to, was building medicine. We need to have a constant medicine being built. So, do until we have... Oh, man, we've got no medicine left. Right. Neutramine. So, let's do it in order. So, we want to have... so, 1 medicine requires 1 Neutramine, 3 cloth, 1 herbal medicine. So, to make... So, we need Neutramine above... Oh, well, it doesn't really matter, as long as they're... So, no, actually, we need it below, so they always make medicine if it's available. So, 50 meds. So, that will make... Requires 10 sea cucumber. Oh, my God. Okay. So, make until we've got 50 medicine. That's good. So that will make 50 medicine overall, and then we're just missing the cloth, so that needs 150. Are we even growing any cloth right now? No, we're not. We're growing Devil Strand. I might get rid of some of the corn and replace it with cloth then, so let's shrink these zones down a little bit. You boys are gonna be... Congratulations, you've been upgraded to... where is it? Zones. I'm so used to doing all this genetic stuff now, I've forgotten the easiest parts of Rimworld. So this is gonna be cloth. So we want to go cotton plant, and then we also want to take this one. And we want to go cotton plant as well. Just so we've got a constant medicine production, because that's the only... Seriously. That's the only thing that we haven't got really set up properly right now. That's the other sort of essential part of Rimworld, is keeping everyone definitely alive. Because right now we're fine, but if you know, like I said last episode, if we get commandos or the GeneCorp dropping straight in through the roof, before we can get into defensive positions, we're going to lose a lot of boys very, very quickly. So getting some medicine churn out, especially when we haven't got any at all, apparently. We've got 187 Glitter World medicine, but that's only because we had a shit ton of steel kicking around. So that should be good then, right? So we've got meds, we've got the cloth being grown. It's not a huge amount, but it's better than nothing. Now, there was also, what I saw last episode, was the medicine workbench, which might make it a lot more efficiently. Where the hell is it? Pharmaceutical table. There we go. Right, so Donitz, if you could do me a favor and get this one built as soon as possible so we can see what builds we can queue up on this one as well. Need silicon. Oh, shit, really? Right, okay, so that's the endgame sort of, that's going to be here, electrolysis on the Glitter Tech mod, so that's going to take a while, so I guess we'll wait for that one first. But hey, we've got medicine being set up and ready to go. Now, I assume that counts as drugs, so I'm going to set that to, anybody who can do drugs, I'm going to set that to number 1. Besides the crafters, we'll just do it with the intellectuals instead. I'm somewhat of an intellectual myself. Advanced fabrication? Wait, advanced fabrication? Did we not get that a million years ago? Oh, no, it's the Glitter Tech advanced fabrication. Right, okay. It's giving us robotic engineering, electrolysis, which, again, I think we can also make neutronium from that. Oh, produce ethanol? I'm not sure. And we won't worry about it too much. Alright, so, this is the first generation of Deathbot, isn't it? So we'll probably create, like, a little Deathbot storage area, I guess. What about, like, the back of... So this is where all our clones are going to go. All of our genetic engineered stuff. So let's have the Deathbots put in a zone... I guess just here probably wouldn't hurt. We could also build it into, like, a little vault with the blast doors and everything. Would make sense. You know what we could do? We can install them and have them sat dormant. So they won't turn on until you manually turn them on. So... that would be kind of cool, just to have this big vault of robots ready to attack. Sort of like Fallout New Vegas style, right? Until somebody flicks the switch and actually activates them all. So I might even do that. I'm going to do it a bit like this. Oh, shit, we've got to finish these bridges. Oh, we don't have enough limestone. Right, that's probably because we haven't got a build to make limestone. So do until we've got, well, like 200 is probably overkill, but I'm going to do it for that anyway. Oh, my God, Rimworld. Some of it's in groups 10, some of it in groups 20. I will never understand which are which. Right, so we've got those kicking around. We could also have our deep mine churn out limestone chunks just to speed up the process a little bit. So deep mine limestone chunks, put that right at the top. It's a real shame we can't drag these. It would make our life so much easier, wouldn't it? Right, so do until we have... oh shit, we've got dumping stockpile zones, so we've already technically got enough. Okay, don't worry about it too much. They've only got to go out of this door anyway, so it's not like it's a massive trek or anything. We should also build a couple more doors here just to make sure that's nice and fortified. Okay, great. So that's going to work out pretty well. Let's set up... oh, we've already set up. We've already started it. Right, so we've just got to wait for them to actually fill it up this time. We've got enough silver. More than enough silver. I guess we'll just wait for them to do it. We've just got to wait for someone to haul it over now. Right. Let's get some auto doors. So this is going to be our big robo vault. What the fuck? Where did you get this? Why can't we put it in here? Oh, it counts as furniture. Right. Okay, so we should probably manufacture furniture. Okay, yeah, no. Let's go... what does it count as? Buildings? Yeah, it counts as building. Right, so put that in there. God damn it. Right, that explains... oh my god, that explains a lot. We've just got a load of shit just kicking around. You know what that'll be? That'll be from the guy's bedroom who was a CTIC. So I reduced all his stuff. So clear all, critical, allow only. I assume it's under manufacturer. What does it count as? What are they even called? Mobile AI inactive. Right, okay. Excuse me, I need to... it's so difficult to clear these stockpile zones when we're on top of the, you know, the bridge expansion here. Right, so we're looking for mobile AI... nope, it's not under manufactured. I'm going to assume it's not under none of those as well. Items? It's got to be an item, right? AI Persona Core. Nope. Robots. Nope. For fuck's sake. Okay. Inactive body? I'm going to try that one. It hasn't got a description, so I don't really know. It might be... who the hell knows? Oh my god. Rimworld, you're driving me mad with this stuff. Yeah, okay, it's actually not anyway. We'll wait and see if they haul them over. Why don't we mark them as... I know a quick way to do it. Oh, well, they're putting them somewhere. Okay, they're putting them into the manufactured area. Why? What does it count as? You know what? I'll find this in between episodes. I'm not going to sit here and go through every single one of these goddamn menus. Extracted brain data. Yeah, so it's definitely not here, is it? Inactive. You guys are probably seeing it and screaming at the screen right now. But I am very blind. Yeah, no, it's not there. Alright, don't worry about it too much. It doesn't matter whether they go there or there, because what we're going to do is... you know what, I don't even know why I'm doing this, because what I'm actually going to do with it, delete this, is, like I said, we're going to install it and then just have them ready to go, but inactive, so that we can just quickly flick the switch on all of them if we need it. Robotic engineering is finished. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's a little bit late, seeing as we've already churned out a bunch of Deathbots, but that's pretty good. Okay, so with the robotic engineering, we can build a robotic assembler, which is a massive, sort of late-game... workstation where you can produce those magnetic coils, which are used in the very, very late game sort of fusion reactors and things like that, which will never need power again. The downside to these things is they use up a shit ton of power themselves, right? So if we go to this, yeah, 1350 watts. The actual matter fabrication bench uses something like, I think it's like 5,000 watts. It's a massive amount of power. And we also need, where is it? The robotics. Where the fuck is it? Help! This menu. Oh, wait, have we not finished researching it yet? That'll explain it. Right, so we also need this thing as well, the electrolyzer. But that's pretty good. So do we actually have the resources we need for that? So we need 12 computer components, which I think we bought from a robotics trader. Yeah, that's done. Okay, sweet. Let's take a look. Boom. I don't think we need to worry about turning this thing off or anything right now. Normally, when you play this mod, you're not playing with everything else. Oh, we can actually produce... What do we need for that? 8 herbal medicine, 8 ethanol, 5 bandages. If I knew how to make half of these things, it might be easier than using the other one. I like that we've got many different routes for producing things like... Oh, that's glycerol medicine as well. The only other one was able to build regular medicine, wasn't it? So, okay, let's not worry about that. So we always want something like 25 magnetic coils in storage. But actually, we'll do it until we got 10, because these things are actually ball-like to make. And this we need silicon for. Now, we also can't produce silicon until we've got the electrolyzer. So we've got the electrolysis machine is what I was going to call it. So we won't worry about either of these. We'll just leave them paused for now. Again, I'm not going to turn it off, because I'm not that concerned about power. There's the electrolysis done. So let's go ahead and put one of those down as well. Deathbot, I'm getting a little bit distracted, I will admit, but the Deathbot army will come soon. You know, I'm going to make that a double door so it looks a little bit nicer. There we go. Again, symmetry, that's my middle name. It's not, but I wish it was. Okay, so, this is here. It really shouldn't be. No storage space for empty incubator. We need an incubation area then, don't we? I suppose we could just turn this little back corner here until we've built the other gene pods into somewhere for incubators to go. Let's go clear all, priority critical. What would that be? What are incubators under? I guess items or something? Manufactured? Empty incubator. Trying to find... If only there was a search bar. Holy shit. If anybody wants to work on a search bar mod for these menus, you would... If anybody knows of that as well, please, for the love of God, link me to it, because that would save me so much time with this shit. Right, I assume... It's going to be manufactured, right? Genetic materials? Incubators, right, there we go. Okay, so stick the incubators there. We are good. No? Alright, there we go. We are actually good now. These things are still... Why are we half producing stuff? Oh, it's a load of marine helmets. I wish you guys would finish the jobs you started before you start something new, you little shits. Right, so that's Euphrates. Euphrates is working on advanced components. All right, okay, fair enough. So they come up above higher, so obviously they're going to finish that before they move on something else. Understandable. So this is the charge rifle. That's pretty cool. How many of those have we got finished? Was that our first one, genuinely? Our first charge rifle. And we've actually got some enhanced helmets as well. If I really wanted to micromanage it, I suppose I'd get the infused helmets equipped to the robots, who we're obviously going to send out into battle and leave the other ones behind. Okay, this needs to be finished. I mean, limestone blocks. Who's our stone cutter? Do we even have anyone stone cutting right now? No, we don't. Okay. Who can't do much? You can't do much. Tay is currently just building? Okay, I don't want you building, because you're a bad builder. You can be stone cutter. I'm absolutely fine for you to do stone cutting. Maybe no, like, fabrication or anything, because you're way too slow at it. So you're just going to plant cut, you're going to grow and harvest, which definitely should be a much higher priority, and if you can't do that, just do some stone cutting. And if you can't stone cut, you're absolutely more than welcome to haul and clean. That seems pretty good to me. We could do with activating just another generic Tay to do some other stuff as well, but look, the plants are really being neglected right now. If we've got anyone else who's good with plants, growing, harvesting, Chode Smirtly, why are you not growing fucking plants? What is wrong with you? What are you doing instead? Oh, you are! Right, okay, it's probably because it's such a large area and it's one dude managing. Now he's got a helping hand, it might have a little bit more of an impact there. So Dobson is sleeping in a robot bed. Dobson, what is wrong with you? Does Dobson not have a bedroom either? Maybe they broke up and I didn't notice. Unowned. Unowned? Dobson, for the love of God, there's a human bedroom and you're sleeping in a robot bed, you big weird man. Sidini? What is wrong with you? Fuck's sake. Okay, I think we're going to have to build some more bedrooms, aren't we? We do have a lot of colonists, not many bedrooms. I know a lot of them were in relationships and stuff. What's wrong with this one? Hang on, was Dobson not the... Oh my god, did Dobson... You're the ascetic guy, right? No, you're not. Sidini was the ascetic guy? C is for... I can't see where you are. Impressive barrack. Decent dining room. Bio. You are... Who the fuck was the ascetic guy? Because you're supposed to have the shitty bedroom. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Skilled labor. Dobson was... Okay, Dobson was ascetic. Why the fuck... Hey, Dobson, don't be a shit. Right, Dobson goes here. Reassign there. You get the shitty bedroom, so you're happy. Sidini gets the nice bedroom, because Sidini is actually useful. There you go. And we are good, I think. I think everyone's now got a dedicated bedroom. They're not sleeping in the goddamn robot bed. I might even go as far to uninstall these other robot beds until we get more robots. Or maybe we can mark them as medical or something so they stop defaulting to them. There we go. All right. No, because then they'll start sleeping there rather than the hospital beds. Mark them for guests. For prisoners? Just fucking mark them as for guests. There we go. No, not you. You're fine. No, come back. Hey, not medical. These ones are for guests. Sorry? Oh, it doesn't change the graphic. Right, there we go. Okay, Tay, you've got yourself a bed. We are now good. Honestly, some of the shit these mods default to is unbelievable. Okay, did these actually finish a second set of Deathbots? 8? We've only got 8. I assume some are still being... Oh, some are still being filled. Right, okay, that's understandable. The hauling bot I was hoping would do that, but I guess that would be a little OP. Right, so, who can't do anything? You can't do anything. Oh my god, you're so useless, Galileo. Oh, you're so useless. And we could have them haul. Why don't we build a reconditioning pod so Galileo can actually do something fucking useful for once in his life? Do we have a reconditioning pod built? Did I actually even finish the research on it? I honestly can't find anything. Help me, I need lists. MISC maybe? Reconditioning. There we go. Oh, we've actually got one. Nice. Okay, let's put that in the hospital then, because that would kind of make sense to put in the hospital. Donitz, build this. Let's turn Sidini into a useful member of society rather than a shit idiot. On standby. Right, Sidini, get in the goddamn pod. Where are you? At least I hope this is what this does. Enter recondition. Wait, no, Sidini was good, right? No. Who was the shit one? Galileo. Sorry, Sidini, go into bed. Galileo, get in the pod. Right. Wait. Enter reconditioning pod. There we go. We want you to... Oh, this is cool. I like this. We want to remove dumb labor. This will require a refresh every 4 days. And we can also add, like... Oh, that would be cool. We could have an entire colony of cannibals. That's actually a legitimate way to do it. Make everyone night owls as well. You can make everyone... Oh, man, this seems kind of cool. Okay, except... So he's going to be in the pod for quite a while. But... 4 days, apparently. But when he comes out, going to be a great, useful member of society. We can actually make him our primary hauler. That's going to be your job when you come out of here. So we can have you filling machines... But, you know, hauling stuff into the right place. There's a lot of other things too. Hauling isn't just grabbing items anymore. It's actually like filling machines, making stuff as sure it's in the right stockpile, like setting up robots in these areas as well. You could deliver resources to construction. Like, we've made hauling a bit more useful than just, I put things in the right area. Someone's on fire. Oh, it's a bamboo bedroom. Of course it would be. Okay, sweet. You know what? Progress has been made with the Deathbot army. We've got a lot of weapons built. We've got a lot of armor built. In fact, we've got 2 weapons built. But we've got a lot of armor built, and that's the important thing, right? We've got the Deathbots themselves. We've got 8 out of 12, which ain't bad. We need a little bit more filling of the things here now. You know, we could always get Donitz to prioritize filling it, just to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Hey, get to work on that one, and then get to work on that one. Right, so this one is now starting. This one needs more steel. Right, I see how we're going to do this. Unfortunately, you can't just have them fill it completely. They'll just do it once, and you have to do it multiple times. So we're going to have to send him back and forth and back and forth. There we go. Thank you, Donitz. Are we good? That one's filled. That one is filled and going. That one's filled and going. All right, so there's our last 4 Deathbots as well. This is cool. Deathbot Factory is in full swing, and when he's reconditioned, he can be the one in charge of running the Deathbot Factory. Sounds a little bit of a better job title, like Deathbot Factory Manager rather than Head Hauler. Sounds a bit more useful. Right, okay. So, in terms of... So the charge lance is done as well. We're just waiting on, like, half-finished weapons to be done right now. This is good. Now, the only other thing I've got to worry about is these guys obviously equipping the marine armor that we put down, because that's what they'll do if they see it lying around and it's better than their current clothing. And we'll just equip the Deathbots as well. I don't know if there's any way to get them equipped and then send them to sleep. Because I don't particularly want them active all the time, you know? Turn them off and then turn them back on later on. I don't even know if that's possible. Right. Was that a robot trader I saw, or did I completely miss it? Was that like 20 minutes ago and I've... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Dongo, are you asleep? No, you're good. We could do with some more robots. There is a mod to actually build hauling bots, but it's kind of OP. Saying that, who the fuck cares at this point? I mean, look at what we've got. Maybe the hauling bot mod might not be a bad idea. Are you a guest? We've got a visitor. Oh, because I designated those as guest beds. Right, okay. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the colony. How can I help you? Do you want to buy any titanium furniture? What have you got for me? Oh, we'll buy their yayo and their flake. Mainly because we can turn this into ribs, right? Painkiller ribs and adrenaline ribs. So that we can actually continue turning, you know, Donitz into the truly Barnet man. Hey, do you want to buy some shitty weapons? Seriously, like, take all this stuff, because I'm just going to melt it if you don't want it. Sure, you know what? I'll let you have a penny change. Thank you. Right. Let's go over to the smeltery. Let's go bills. Let's go burn weapon. Oh, you have to smelt weapon, don't you? Electric smelter. Smelt weapon. Do forever. Any melee weapon. We're never going to use melee weapons, I'll be honest with you. Maybe not Orion Court pacifiers, because those things are worth a fortune. Everything else, get it gone. Right, and then we'll also copy that into, oh no, I guess we've only got one. I thought we had an electric arc furnace, but I forgot I built another goddamn crematorium instead, apparently. Okay, we've got plenty of background jobs, so no one's going to be just bored with waiting things to do. And megafauna genetic engineering. Perfect. Alright, this is looking good. So we'll go production, and then, no, it's under genetics, isn't it? Look, this is what I like. Separate menus. More mod makers, please do this, because this is great. Megafauna gene pod. Boom. Donitz, go and get that done. Let's see if we can't clone any right now. Did we actually get any, like, megafauna genes? Chicken, rodent, bear, humanoid. I might even want to split this up so we've got, like, genetic material down one end and, you know, other shit down the other end. Right, okay. Donitz, my friend, you're mining at the deep mine. He's basically just constantly the miner now. Why? Oh, because we're using so much steel. We are using a shit ton of steel, to his credit. Right, you come and finish this off. What can we make then? We can make megafauna thrombo. Sounds friggin' incredible, eh? Can we do any other crossbreeds? Or any of the other gene pods have anything added to them? Mechanoid rodent? What about, like, mechanoid rodent? So there's nothing else. So we've already got this one. Can we go, like, a megafauna dinosaur? No, just his standard ones. What about Eldritch? No, just his standard ones. So there isn't any cross-compatibility between the separate mods, but honestly, I think this is cool enough to forgive it, you know? Right, so did we get anything else new? We did not. Now, there is one other workstation we haven't got, and I think that's the megafauna genetic extraction table. I have no idea how to get that. Maybe if we type in extraction. Biointegration. Have we got that one? Yeah, we do. Jesus, I have no idea what I'm looking for. Advanced honey centrifuge. Please don't talk to me like that. Animal enrichment. We've got all of these. I don't know how we get the last workbench. Oh, God, a solar flare. Well, that's screwed up the Deathbots, unless they were finished before it was... Hey, there we go. Nice. Okay. So, next up, we'll finish these goddamn floors as well. You know what? You can go and do that. Honestly, Donitz, you are #1 stonecutter right now, because I would rather that one be done first. Donitz, stonecut. So we can actually get to work, finish off these goddamn floors, and build the Deathbot vault. That's going to be so cool when that's finished. Alright. I think... we will leave that there for today. When we come back tomorrow, I'll do some work in between episodes. I'll get this finished, and I will install all the Deathbots ready so tomorrow we can send them on their first raid. I really want to do that because, you know, I've been saying that we'll do it for ages, and I've been so distracted with everything else. Brains in a jar, you know, megafauna, genetic extraction. A lot of cool stuff to see. Almost kind of too much cool stuff to see, but hey. Oh, I forgot to bury the mega spider as well. Oh, did it rot away? Oh, F for my sweet prince. Unbelievable. I can't believe I've done this to you all. Thank you all for watching. I think this has been a very productive episode. We didn't get the Deathbot raid out, but that's pretty good nonetheless. We've got a lot of more foundation to set up. We're getting to the stage now where we can just do all the ridiculous shit, right? Send out big armies into the base. I want to try and wipe out everybody on the map. That's my ultimate goal. Completely destroy everyone so that we've got just GeneCorp, a whole planet to ourselves for whatever unethical experiments we want to do. I'm going to say a big shout out to my insane top tier level patrons: Big Dick Timmy, Zachary Harris, Arik, Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sidini, Paul, Necrophilin, Croesus, I'm the Lizard King, Josh Lynn, Dean, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Balvers Presley, Logan Thorne, Conspire C, Orcs Wolf, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Sassy 7011, and Jaxxa Women for supporting the insane tier levels on Patreon. If you backed on Patreon over the Christmas period, and I have not read out your name on this list, I'm very sorry, but I can't log into my Patreon. Long story short, I'm using a different web browser now and can't remember my Patreon password, and I put two-factor authentication on it, so I'm waiting for them to send me my code via email so I can say, hey, it's definitely me, please for the love of God, let me log on here. So, hopefully, by tomorrow, hopefully within a few minutes, they'll have emailed back and I can fix that one. And, speaking of which, shout out to the rest of the patrons and the Twitch subs for their support on the channel. Much appreciated. You guys are the guys keeping the channel alive here because ad revenue is sad in 2018. If only I started this series 4 years ago, huh? Then we wouldn't even need a Patreon. Thanks, Google CEO, whose name I don't know.